Good morning, student. Now today I am going to explain you history lesson number 1. Now geography and civics I have already explained, and civics assignment also I have given you. Might be you have completed also. Now here the chapter 1 history, what, where, how and when. What is the name of the chapter? What, where, how and when. And why I wrote it in the bracket part 1? Because this large lesson is there, so I have divided into two parts that for your understanding. You must understand this properly, that's why I have divided it into two parts. But today I am going to explain part 1. Now the flow learning which point, that is the Narmada Bank, Suleiman and Kirtat Hills, again the several hundred thousand years of ago, skill gatherers, people hunted animals, crops grown 8,000 years ago, rearing animals and banks of Indus and the city developed. Now, which point today I have to discuss, my children? This is the points to discuss. The first is what can we know about the past, where did people live, and the third point is what do people travel nowadays, and the names of the land. These points I have to discuss with them. The first of all, the first point is what can we know about the past. In your textbook, this is the first lesson. You have to read after this. Now, when you open the textbook, at that time one girl is there and whose name is Rashida. Now, whose name is Rashida, and she was reading the newspaper. Whenever she was reading the newspaper, on one headline, news headline was there, and she read that news headline that was before 1,000 years back or 10,000 years back. She read it. Now, whenever she read it, she was thinking about what had happened before 10,000 years back, that we have to see it in this lesson. So, we are going to discuss the first point. Now, she might be she read the lesson and might be her doubt also clear, and I am trying to clear your doubt. How the people were there, how they were living in the past, that we have to see in lesson number 1. And what is the name of the lesson? What, where, how and when, and I have divided it in part 1. Why? Because you must understand well. That's why this large lesson I have divided into two parts. Understood? Now, what can we know about the part? The several thousand years back, or there are several things that we have to find out. That we can find out by the past. How the people were living, how the people were eating, how the clothes they were wearing, in which types of houses they were living, that we have to find out. Not only that, we have to find out the lives of hunters. Hunters means you know, that was the people, those who were hunting the animals, that is called hunters. Now, the lives of the hunters, the craft persons also were there, scientists also were there, and not only that, priests also were there. How the lives of the people, that we have to find out from that. Again, the children, which game they were playing, which song they were singing, which place they were presenting, or which place they were seeing, that also we can find out by the past. Now, what can we know about the past? We can understand by the past how the people were living, their clothes, their eating habits, their houses, and the particular peoples, means hunters, artisans, gatherers, their lives also we can. Then children also, how they were playing, then which game they were playing, which toys they were using it in the past, that we have to find out in that. Another is where did people live. Now people were living. Where did people live? People were living in the Narmada Valley. Now in page number 2, the map is given. In that map you have to see the Narmada Valley. On the bank of the river Narmada, these people were living. On the bank of the river Narmada, these people were living. Now they were skill gatherers. Why I use the word skill gatherers? Because they had the skill to gather whatever getting it from the nature. Means what? They knew the forest very properly. The vast wealth of forest, they knew it. And they were going to the forest and collected the things whatever edible to them, then which plants are useful to them, which fruits are useful to them, which bulbs are useful to them, and they were keeping such a knowledge, and they were finding out whatever getting it from the nature. That's why they were the skill gatherers. Understood? Now that again you have to go page number 2. The map you have to see that the Suleiman and the Kirthar hills. Suleiman and the Kirthar hills, there also that ancient peoples were living. Now male and the female, they were starting farming before 8,000 years back, and the first they had grown the crop, that was the rice, and there it is in the Vindhya. Understood? 8,000 years back, people 8,000 years ago, the skill gatherers, they were first of all grow the land. First of all, they were doing the farming, and barley wheat they were 8,000 years back, and afterwards they were rearing the animals, and then in the Vindhya parts, there also they started farming, and they had grown first of all rice there before 8,000 years. Means barley, wheat, rice, these crops they had taken it. Where? Suleiman and the Kirthar hills. These Suleiman and the Kirthar hills we have to find out, and then you tick mark also there. That means you have. Now how to fill the maps? Means how to fill the maps? First of all, you have to take one map there, that India map you have to take, and you go through the textbook, and from the textbook write down there where the Suleiman and Kirthar hills, where river Narmada, and you trace it again and again, and afterwards then you rub it, and with your own, without the book also you can be, because this year in history also map will come in the examination. If you studied map in history and geography from 6th standard, it will be helpful to in the next classes, means 9th and 10th standard. And if you fill the map proper, you will get like a maths mark there. Maths mark means what? Full marks you will get it if you show the proper places on the map. So Suleiman and Kirthar hills you have to show it. Now the tributaries. The tributaries means what, my children? Tributaries means such a smaller river that flows to the larger river, that is called the tributaries. Now such a Narmada also have many tributaries also there. Ganga also have many tributaries also. Means the larger river always having such a tributary. What is meant by the tributaries? Tributaries means smaller river which flows to the larger river, that is called the tributary. Now we have in Narmada, the bank of the river Narmada, there are many people were there. They were setting their life, and they started to live in there. Now in Ganga Valley, in the bank of the river Ganga. Now the Ganga's tributary, that is called Son. Ganga's tributary, the first is the Son. In your textbook given it Son, but others also tributaries having Ganga, and that is very important. The 3 tributaries again, that is the Kosi one there, Gandak is there, and another is Ghagra. These 4 are too much important tributaries of Ganga. Then if anybody asks you that Ganga's tributary, within a second you must have to say the first is the Son, then another is the Ghagra, then Gandak and the Kosi. These 4 are the tributaries of river Ganga. Now on the bank of the river Ganga, the peoples were set up their kingdom, and the first kingdom set up on the bank of the river, that was the Magad. Which is that? That was the Magad, and now in the present day it is in Bihar. Understood? Now the rulers were there, that Magad's ruler, they were very much powerful, and they had set up not only on the bank of the river, that is their kingdom, in another parts also they had set up their kingdom. Okay. Now that the people were traveling from one place to other places, my children, see, that was a very difficult task to them to travel from one place to other places. Then also they were doing it. The mountains, then hills, then the seas, that were there, that the frontiers were there. Frontiers means what? That is called किसी country की जो सरहद रहती है, that, and it is this mountain, in some part the mountains are there, it was very difficult to go from that places. Sometimes the sea, sometimes such a desert also were there. Then also people were going from one place to other place. The journey was very much impossible for them, but man has such a skill. Okay, what every impossible things the man can do it possible there, and that's why they had made their journey possible. And so the people were going from one place to other places. Among the men, people, the children were there, women were there, men were there. They were going from one place to other places. Because sometimes what? Because of the natural disasters. Natural disasters means what? The floods or the droughts. फ्लड्स और द ड्रॉट्स में दुष्काल मीन्स वहाँ पे खाने के लिए कुछ नहीं मिलता था. that is called the droughts. And the floods also were there, the droughts also were there, and that's why they had to move from one place to other places to search in their livelihood. Means for searching their livelihood, they were going from one places to other places. Now if sometimes the battle happened, at that time also they were going from one place to other places. Now sometimes the people, they wanted to conquer the other lands, that also they were going from one place to other places. And some adventurous people also were there. They wanted to do some adventure, and that's why they were going from one place to other places. Now some merchants also were there, that by the sea route they were coming and they were doing the trading with the people. They were selling their goods. And so means the merchants also were there. Not only that, some religious teacher, they also going from one place to other places. For what purpose? For the giving advice to the people or for giving the instruction to the people. That's why they were going from one place to other place. Means the religious teachers were there, and the merchants were there. Now the common people also were there, and some the kings were there, because for conquering the other lands, conquer means to win. For conquering the other's land, they were moving from one place to other places. Though that journey was difficult, then also difficult, very impossible, the man used his skills and they were made the impossible thing possible, and they had done their journey. Understood? Now this where do people travel nowadays? That is came at that point. Now here the names of the land. The names of the land in that, you know, our country has two names, that is India and Bharat. Now some said India, some said Bharat. Now India and Bharat, these two names, the two names are for our country. Then how we get such a two names there? India, this name came from Indus River. Indus River, this name we got, our country got India name. Now the Iranis and the Greek peoples. Iranis means the people, those who are living in Iran, that is called Irani. The people, those who are living in India, that is Indians. So like that the Iranis were there, and they came in India. I mean, they came in subcontinent and they had seen that Indus River, and they said Hindu or Hindu, Hindu or Hindu. Hindu, and the spelling also Hindu or Hindu. That's why, because this is Hindu, they said, and Hindu, and the land where this Indus River, where the land was there, that land they call India. Means the Indus River, beside that Indus River, which land was there, that land was called India, and this name given by the Iranis people. And afterwards, our country was known as India. Another is Bharat. Bharat name also given to our India. How this name given to our India? Because Bharat means what? Bharat means the particular group of the people. Might be that the 1,000 people's group, might be the 500 people's group, might be the 200 people's group there. A particular group were there, and that group was called Bharat. Bharat. That particular group was called Bharat. Understood? Now it is mentioned in Rig Veda also. In Bharat, this group, it is mentioned in Rig Veda. And 3,500 years back, it's what above is mentioned in Rig Veda and in that Sanskrit language also. And that's why our country got the name Bharat. Means our country got the name Bharat because of this particular name given. Understood? Now here that we have discussed these 4 points there. In part 2 I will discuss another point because you must understand that one. That's why I have divided the lesson into part 1 and the part 2. Here our past flow learning, it is what Narmada Valley, that you have to find out from the map. You take one empty map of India and you have to trace it. You see where is Narmada river, where is Suleiman and Kirtan hills, and try to fill up there. Understood? Then Suleiman and Kirtan hill, another banks of Indus and the Ganga. But here Indus river and its name came. Indus is what the Sanskrit name. Hindu or the Sindhu there. In Sanskrit it is a Sindhu, but mostly it name what mostly we call this Indus river. But in Sanskrit language it is a Sindhu. Sindhu means Indus river. Understood? Now here Ganga river. So Ganga river has 2 tributaries, and what is meant by the tributaries? The smaller river which flows to the larger river is called the tributary, and the Ganga has the 4 tributaries there. Next year also you have to study about the tributaries. That's why I told you the first is the Son is there, then Ghagra is there, then Gandak is there, then the Kosi. These 4 rivers, these 4 tributaries of Ganga. And another is that the city developed. City develops where? On the bank of river Ganga and Indus river. And the first kingdom developed where? On the Ganga, on the river on the bank of the river Ganga. And which was that? That was Magad, and the rulers were very much powerful. And Magad in present days were in the Bihar. Not only the powerful rulers set up their kingdom in one place, that they set up in all parts of the subcontinent. Now here 8,000 years ago the people first grew the crops, that barley and the wheat, and afterwards again that's in Vindhya part. Vindhya they had grown first there, which is that is the rice. Understood? Before the 10,000 years back. And people were started rearing animals because they came to understand that animals are beneficial for their livelihood. That's why they were rearing the animals. Now hunting also they were doing. Here several 100,000 years ago the skill gatherers. The skill gatherers means those who knows the forest very proper. They were gathering the fruits from the forest and they were hunting the animals. Again this Narmada Valley, just I told you that you have to fill the map also, and if you have any queries regarding this part 1, then tell me. Now tomorrow I will explain part 2, and which part I explained, which points I discussed with you, it's your duty to read it. Means suppose today I have given you the video, that day only you have to read, then your concept can be clear. And if you have any queries about that, you can ask me. Understood my children? And do the proper study. You don't think that many people, many children are there, they think that this is too much hard. No, it's not like that. In the textbook it is given in very simple language, and if you study, then you will get fun, then you get interest also. And any things if you have done interestingly, that is forever we can keep it in the mind. Okay my children? Thank you.